Signals coming up here, and a red broadcast, and a red streaming live, and a counter going, and we're back again with Marj. How are you, Marj?
I'm doing fine. Mine's not doing the thing. I'm glad yours is doing something.
Yeah, I got things going on over here that you don't see right now. Let's see. I'm gonna click this on a different screen so it's not all bright back there like that. And there's actually a little image of us right there. It shows that,
Okay.
yeah, it shows that this YouTube stream is going through right now. So, Marj, our challenge today, our task is to copy files from your old computer to your new computer.
Yes.
And before I started the live stream, we spent a little time setting up my connection to your two computers. So I'm remotely connected to both of your computers. We also used your cell phone a little bit to accomplish that. We had to get your old computer back connected to your Wi-Fi in your house, and
Yes.
then we got the remote session going. So I'm going to punch a button here to bring up the image that's on your old computer. And so at that point, you can move back to your old computer. And we're not going to be able to hear you quite as well, but I think we'll be okay with it. And so I'm punching a button over here. And here's the screen on your old computer. Do you see the mouse moving?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to minimize this and minimize this. And you told me that you had figured out which files that you want to copy or how you want to manage them. And that's not a point that we're really concerned about yet.
On the very bottom, on the lower left-hand side, there's a thing that looks like a window. And if you poke that, then it'll give you a bunch of things and documents to show.
Okay, so I'm thinking you're saying the start button here on the bottom left. Okay, so I clicked on that.
This right over there is documents.
Okay, go ahead and click on documents for me.
There.
Okay, so you want those copied to the new computer, and you also want your pictures copied to the new computer.
Yes, I'm going through the documents. There's 4 pages of handwritten stuff.
Okay.
252 things. See where the right it says 218 items.
Okay, so I'm going to take control of the mouse now. If you could stop moving the mouse. I'm going to expand the C drive on the left side here by clicking on that triangle. Now, you don't have to remember how I'm doing all of this. I'm just explaining all of this for the people who are watching the YouTube video. And then I'm going to expand the users section. And then I'm going to expand the Marjorie section. That's where all the files related to the user called Marjorie, which is you. And then I'm going to click on documents, and we should see your documents probably in a little different layout than you're used to seeing them. But all of this stuff in here is your documents, right? Okay. And I see that there's also a whole bunch of subfolders that I'm thinking maybe you don't need those. Do you recognize these folder names?
Yes, I recognize the thing that's inside them. Yes, but these are mostly, you know, there's not 3 or 4 things. Each one of them is a one item.
Okay.
But I want to eliminate when they get to the new computer. I want to have a document with several folders so I don't
Okay.
need any categories.
So down here is your pictures folder. I'm going to click on that and just have a look there to see that there is stuff there. So I think the way I'm going to choose to do this is I'm going to share the folder called Marjorie so that we can actually access it from your new computer. And we'll use your new computer to begin the copy operation. So to do this, I'm going to right click on the folder called Marjorie, and that'll bring us a context menu. I'm going to left click on the word properties at the bottom of that menu. And then I'm going to click on the tab called Sharing. And then I'm going to click on Advanced Sharing. Then I'll click on this check mark for Share Folder. So the name of this folder is Marjorie. And then for permissions, we're going to allow everyone full control. Now that's only everyone who's logged in at a computer that's in your home. So we're not allowing everyone that's on YouTube to connect to it. Okay, then I'll click OK there. Then I'll click this OK button. And so that was advanced sharing. Now I've done both of these, advanced sharing and this share button. And we can accomplish it through either of those methods, but the details of it are a little bit different. And I don't think I'm going to use this share button this time, but I'm trying to open it to just show what is in there. And it's being a little slow. We've got a not responding message up here. And I'm guessing that's probably because it's busy right now trying to flag all of those folders as shared. So we may have a, yeah, all right, there we go. So here's what the sharing lets us do. Now, really the more common reason to use this would be to share this folder with other people who log into your computer. You're logged in as Marjorie. Well, your computer could have other usernames as well. And that's not really what we were interested in doing. So that's why I used the advanced sharing, because we want to share it through the network. So I'm going to cancel from that window. I'm going to come back in here to advanced sharing and just see that that change that we made is still present. Got a not responding message up here, again indicating the computer is busy with something else. And it's an older computer, that's why you replaced it. And it's also busy with sharing its screen with me because I'm connected to it through the internet. So we're kind of asking a lot of this computer right now, and this computer is connected to your internet connection through Wi-Fi, which also makes it a little more challenging. But here we see that the share folder check mark is still there. And if I click on permissions, we see that full control is still there. So now I'm going to click cancel to get out of here because I don't want it to have to go through the process of sharing that again. I'm not sure that it would. Okay, so now what we need next is we need to know the name of this computer. So I'm scrolling up the left side of your Windows Explorer. I'm going to right click on this PC and then left click on Properties. And now it's going to show me the name of this computer right here. Oh, that's wonderful. It's called Magnificent. Did you even know that was the name of your computer?
Seems to me my daughter told me that one time.
Yeah. That's a fun name. All right. So then I'm going to switch over to your new computer. So you could roll your chair back to your new computer. And then I'm going to, I like doing this by holding down the Windows key on the keyboard and pressing the letter R because it brings up the run window. And then I type 2 backslashes and then the name of the computer that I'm trying to connect to. Magnificent, Magnificient. Oh boy, I think I butchered that. What did I do? That's not right. I got an extra,
Too many eyes in it. Yeah.
too many eyes.
There.
Magnificent. I think that's right. I'm going to let the YouTube people see that I'm going back to check on that. Yeah. Whoops, wait a minute. Did I do that? No, I didn't let the YouTube people see that. Here you go. Yeah, so there's magnificent. And then back to the new computer. And then I click the OK button. So I realized part of that I didn't have the right screen displayed to the YouTube audience. And it cannot access magnificent. It didn't like that. So I'm going to go look again at the old computer. Magnificent. That looks okay. N-I-C-E-N-T. So network error. So I'm going to check on a couple things. I'm going to come down here to the Wi-Fi icon on the new computer, right click, and then left click on Open Network and Internet Settings. Here's one problem. This says public network. So it's treating your computer as though it's connected to a Wi-Fi in a Starbucks or something like that. We don't want people on other computers to be able to connect through the network. Well, we're not in a public network. We're in your private home network. So I'm going to click on private and then go back to the prior screen and see that this says connected, secured, private. That doesn't show us private or public there. So I'm just going to close that window and do that sequence again. So right click on the Wi-Fi indicator in the system tray, then left click on Open Network and Internet Settings, and there, now we see private network. So I'm going to switch back to your old computer. You can stay there at the new computer. I'm not going to be on the old computer very long, and I'm going to check the same thing. So on the old computer, I go over to the Wi-Fi indicator and right click, and then left click on Open Network and Sharing Center. And it also says Public Network. So there I'm going to click on, and it doesn't give me the same options for that. Where is this one going to let me switch to private network? I have seen that difference on a few occasions. Set up a new network or connection. That's not going to do it. Advanced sharing settings. Let's see if it gives me that in here. Well, this shows what a public network could do. Now I can tell it to allow network discovery and file and printer sharing on a public network, but I prefer not to do it that way. I think the problem is that this computer is a little bit out of date with Windows 10 updates. Oh, here we go. This will do it. So I'm going to go back and describe what I went to. Down in the bottom left corner of this Network and Sharing Center, there's an option for home group. I'll click on Home Group, and then there's an option in here to change network location. That should do it. So I clicked on that, and over on the right-hand panel, it asks if I want to find PCs and devices on this network. I'm going to click Yes, because that would be what we want on a private network. And then I'll click on the Close button for this Home Group dialog window, and there we see it says Private Network. So now I'll close this window and I'll come back to the new computer where we can see the Zoom video still showing. And then down here we still have this run window open with // magnificent. And I'll click the OK button. And then it asks for network credentials. So what we need, what I need to enter here is the username for Marge's old computer and her password without telling everybody on YouTube what her password is. So I know how we're going to do that. What I'll do is I'm switched back to the old computer, And I see that the profile name we had already seen, it is Marjorie. So that is the username. Now I'm going to switch back to the new computer and I'll type in the username of Marjorie. We've already given that away to the people on YouTube. And when we start entering a password, it's not going to display the password. So Marj, I'm going to ask you to type in your password there without pronouncing it. I think I know what it is, but I'm going to let you type it in. Now that would be the password for your old computer. Do you see where I'm wanting you to type that?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and type that in right there.
This is the password for my old computer.
That's right.
I have about 17 passwords running around, you know, so I have to.
Yeah, you did try that a few times before you found the right one. Now don't press the enter key. Oh, don't, nope.
Oh, I did it.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, I want
That was
this.
the wrong one, huh?
Yeah, I guess that was the wrong one. I want this check mark for remember credentials so we don't have to do it again. Okay, so I put that check mark in, so you go ahead and try again with your password.
And this is the one for the old computers.
That's right. The Windows password when you started up your old computer.
So okay.
Now you can click OK. Nope, didn't like that one either.
That's the one that was, I wrote it down again that it worked.
Okay. And before you click OK, we want to do that check mark again.
See if that's right.
Do the check mark.
Remember my credentials?
Yes. No, didn't like that either.
I'm doing the one that worked.
It seems to me that you said something about capitals. Do you need to have?
That's the problem. No, that's not very good. Yeah, some of it's lowercase and some of it's uppercase.
Yeah, you got to do that correct.
It should be. That's what it should be.
We want the check mark. Okay.
But it says it's incorrect.
Yeah, but that was for the last try.
But it says it again.
Yeah, so it's still wrong. Boom, that was it. Do you want to write that? Do you want to write that down somewhere?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay, so now this folder right here that says Marjorie, that is the share from your old computer. So I'm going to double click on that. And now we're seeing actual folders on your old computer. And here's that documents folder. So here's all your documents.
And there's 218 of them, it said.
Yeah, that's 218 that are actually on this level. All of these yellow folders at the top of the list may have more, but I see a lot of these names that like Amazon downloader logs. I doubt that you need that.
Right, I know.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff now. Don's meme, that might be something you want.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I think the way we'll do this is I'm going to move this window off to the right hand side a little bit. And then I'm going to open another window to the left of it by holding down the Windows key and pressing the letter E for Explorer. And so then on the left hand side here, I'm going to drill down to the folder we care about. So to the left of the C drive, I'm clicking to expand that section. Then next to users, I'm going to click to expand that section. Then there's a folder called Marjorie. I'm going to expand that section. And in here, there,
On the music, I don't think at all.
okay. Well, now that's interesting. Why am I not seeing a documents folder? Oh, do you have, oh, you have OneDrive. Okay. So let's expand OneDrive. And in there we see documents. So in there you've only got one document. I remember that. That's that story you wrote.
It's a story.
Yeah, happiness during the pandemic. All
It
right.
needs to go in a document, in a folder called stories.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just do that right quick? I'm going to right click here and choose new folder and then call that stories.
There's at least 10 of these on here are stories, not, you know.
Okay. So now I'm gonna drag that file into the stories folder by holding down the mouse and just dragging right up to that folder. And it gives me that little pop-up message there, move to stories. So now I let go of the mouse button.
Good, okay.
So now it's in there. So I double click on stories and there's that document. I'll come back up one level by clicking on the word documents in the address bar. So now, on the right-hand Explorer window that's showing the files from your old computer, I'm clicked in that window now. I'm going to hold down the Control key on the keyboard and press the letter A. And that highlights everything that's in that window, but we don't want everything. So what we're going to do now is Control click on the folders that we do not want to copy to the new computer. So I'm going to scroll to the top of that list.
That's Amazon download bits. Okay.
Yeah, so while I'm holding down the Control key, I'm clicking on each of the folders that we don't want to copy across. Now this is a little sensitive and can be frustrating to do because if I slip and make one mistake, I lose all the work that I've already done as far as selecting and unselecting things. So this Bluetooth folder, I'm going to Control click. BUP, do you know what that is?
I lost. Oh, yes, I do. That's my daughter's nickname.
So you do want that.
Yes.
Do you want? So you can answer. You can answer.
Actually, the bird show should go in genealogies.
Okay.
It's a story, but it's about it's research I've done on that family.
Okay. We'll do that management after moving to the new computer. Right now, we just need to select what we want to move.
It's not current.
Which one?
Colonial names folder.
Okay, so we're not going to copy that one. So I did a Control click.
I have no idea what that is.
I know what Cyberlink is, and I know you do not need it.
Good.
How about Don's meme?
Yes, we want that.
How about downloads? Probably not.
I don't think so. Nor facts.
Now, because of the slow response time through this remote connection, I'm doing this remotely connected to your new computer, which is remotely connected to your old computer. So I'm being slow and very deliberate about my clicks. So genealogy we want, right?
Now, I don't know. The backup, that's the thing. See, this is in 2015.
You
That
okay?
genealogy from 2015 is rather out of date.
Yeah, but this genealogy backup shows
Yeah,
us.
that was in March this
Okay.
year.
Should we copy it?
Okay.
So now you
You
are.
should have a folder called genealogy.
Um, so this first one called genealogy, are you saying we do not need to copy it?
Now that one is 2015. It's very
Well,
out of date.
no, that only means that that folder was created in 2015. The
Right.
con the
And
con
I've done more names and stuff to it since then. So
Okay.
2020 has got a lot more complete.
And you already have that on the new computer, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you've probably already done genealogy
I
backup.
have. Yes, I
Okay.
really don't need that.
Yeah, I don't think we need that. How about Greg?
What's the date? 2017.
Yeah, but it might have stuff in it more recent than that.
Why don't you put another one that's called family, another folder that's called
Well,
family?
I can't create new folders right now because right now I'm in the middle of trying to select the folders we want to copy across, and I can't interrupt that without it with anything else.
Okay, well keep Greg then.
Keep Greg. We'll copy Greg. Okay. Health.
2016. No. That's
Okay.
a list of the medicines I'm taking and so forth, and that's obsolete also.
Okay.
So no.
So I clicked on that to unselect it. HP NV printer, I'm sure you don't need. HP Photo Smart Projects, I'm sure you don't need. HP Reg Backup, you don't need. Income Verif.
Verification, no.
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 Okay. Then there's a folder called John's.
Probably, yes.
Yes. Then Kitchen Rehab.
No, I copied it down in the file.
All right.
I had my kitchen redone and I have the paper in the file saying yes, I paid for it.
All right. How about LDW?
I don't know what that is.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and copy it and you can decide on that later. We can always delete it from the new computer. Next one is Marcus Savings.
Delete.
We're not going to copy it. I'm not actually deleting it. I'm just not going to copy it.
Okay.
I'm not able to delete it now because right now the only task I'm doing is selecting what we're going to copy. Marj's Meds.
What's the date? Copy it. Just makes it
Okay.
easier.
Yep.
It's 20, it's in March and 20, and that's probably pretty recent.
Okay. Now I did a page down so we can continue.
MEJ Memories, a story.
So we want that.
Yes.
Okay. My Life as I See It.
That's a several chapter book I wrote.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Rehab.
2019 rehab. Don't copy it.
Don't. Okay.
Don't. Scan documents. See, I went through all these things, but I'm not finding, you started in a different place than I did. And I'm not seeing all these things on mine.
All right.
So I don't know.
You don't know if you want scanned documents?
But your documents are, see, I have them in chronological order. I have the ones in 20 first, and that's not the way that you have it down there. You have them mixed up, and I don't know why they come out this way. Is there a way that you can? No, you can't.
Not at this point.
Okay. I don't need scan documents. 2015. No.
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 SDJ letters.
No.
No. Steve's.
Can we go back up and save Steve's letters? SDJ letters. That's,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want the SDJ letters?
yeah, Steve too. He was in Australia some of that time, and I don't know.
Okay.
Might have stuff on there. We need to know stuff. Oh, my daughter made a file folder called stuff, and I don't remember what's in it, so we'll keep it.
Okay. No for tech?
No tech. What's AV? AV
Uh,
is that
Antivirus?
antivirus one.
Probably don't need that.
Writing class, yes.
Yes.
Zoom.
No, I think that's a
I
record.
have a new computer already how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all we're going to do there. We're going to keep all the rest of this stuff below here selected because there's no point in spending time unselecting individual files. It's quicker and easier to do them once they're copied over. But we wanted to unselect folders. So now I could just grab one of those and drag it across here to the new side, but I prefer in this instance, because I'm concerned about slipping on a mouse button, I'm going to right click on one of these and I'm going to choose copy. And then I'm going to move my mouse over to the window on the left and click on that window so it's active. And then in the blank area, I'll right click and then click on the word paste. And then that's going to start the copy operation. We see those files starting to show up on the left side. Now it's going to take a while. We see up here it's 3% complete. And if I click on this more details, we can see, well, more details. And it's giving us an estimate here. It thinks it's going to be 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go ahead and begin the operation for the pictures.
I'm surprised there are 626 items remaining. I don't think there were only 218 to begin with.
Well, the 218 number you saw were just things that are directly in the documents folder. All these yellow icons here are subfolders that have more than the 218.
I see.
So the 218 is just these files that are at this level, and that scrolls down quite a ways. All right, so I'm going to click on the window for your old computer, and then on this left-hand panel, I'm going to right-click on Pictures. Let's see, wait a minute, that's pictures for this computer. That's not the one I want to do.
I don't think I have any pictures on this computer.
On the old computer.
I have on the old computer, I have a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the pictures from your old computer. I kind of think maybe I'd rather not risk doing that now because we might cause ourselves a trouble.
This is not able to do a whole bunch of things at once.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. If I try to have it do too many things at once. So maybe we'll just wait for the 3 minutes. Yeah, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you could just scrub forward about 3 minutes to see us go to the next step. And we're just going to wait for a little bit and keep the video going here. Okay.
So how many do you have on YouTube that's watching?
Oh, none. I don't have any audience yet.
Oh.
I'm in the mode of just I'm creating content, and I haven't really marketed to an audience yet. But once I get to that point, it's quite likely, as we're doing videos like this, that there will be people watching it live. But there's nobody watching live right now.
Okay. When we get everything off the old computer, my main hobby is genealogy.
Yeah.
I have several different titles that have a portion of the genealogy. And I have one under Marj, which has mine, but not my husband's. But I have another one, of course, under my husband's. different names, his paternal line and his maternal line and so forth. I have a second cousin that after I've been asking these people to give me all the information on their families, they said, "Oh, I want a copy." Uh, some people print out books and sell them. That's not my forte.
Yeah.
How do I do something like what you're doing now? They're a lot more younger and more adept at doing electronic things than I am. Is there a way to let them control this, the Austin part, and just ship it over to them, or what? What do you think?
Well, we might be able to help with that. It's going to depend upon what exactly they want a copy of, because you have your genealogy hobby. You do it in a program, a
Yes.
genealogy program. So, do they want a copy of the whole program, or do they want a printout of a report that shows the family relationships and the lineage? What is it they want a copy of?
I think they want that whole. Uh, it's the way I do it is in a program, yes.
Yeah,
And so they would need the program. I have done it and given a nephew a couple of times a thumb drive of it.
right.
He said, "That's nice, but I can't read it because he doesn't have the program."
Doesn't have the
I
program.
told him free, but he didn't understand. He's
Well,
in early 30s. He ought to be able to understand what I'm talking about.
if they're interested, what we could do is we could set up a remote session between them and myself, and we can install the program on
Oh,
their
that would,
computer through a
yeah,
YouTube video, and then we can transfer the data file through the internet
okay.
to them so that you don't even have to deal with a thumb drive. That would be a fun thing to do.
Okay. Yeah, she's willing to, purchase the thumb drive or purchase whatever it is, or give you a fee for your labors or whatever. She's willing to do that, but she wants a copy of it. And that's fine because my kids aren't interested, but she's interested. Well, we at least have one person.
All right. So it's showing 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, I killed the time while
Yeah,
we waited.
yeah. We had a good visit during that whole time. All right. So now all of those files are copied to your new computer. So now on the old computer, in the address bar up here, I'm going to click on Marjorie in order to get back to that level. And then I'll click on Pictures to get to that level. And then,
They're under dates too, which is good. Not all of them under dates, but a lot of them are, you see.
yeah, yeah.
Some are years.
Now I'm hoping we can just copy this entire thing across. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. So I'm clicked on one item and on your old computer, I'm going to press Control A. That'll select all of those. And then in the left-hand panel, in the address bar, I'm going to click on OneDrive, which is the parent of the Documents folder. And that'll take me to that level. And then I see the Pictures folder. So I'll double click on that. So this is the folder where we want to copy those pictures to.
Okay.
So now I click back in the title bar of your old computer. And now in this case, I'm not so shy about dragging across. I said earlier that I was reluctant to drag those across. And the reason why is because if my finger slipped on the mouse or something, I could lose all of that work we did on picking and choosing which folders we wanted to copy. So since that's not important now because we're selecting everything, I'm going to do the drag method. So I'm putting the mouse inside one of those rows on the for the old computer, any one of them.
I think that year 2008 was the year that I got that old computer.
Ah, looks like that's likely since that's the oldest year that's there.
I think so.
So now I'm holding the left mouse button down and just dragging the mouse across. And we can see the number 57 there, indicating there's 57 folders. Now I think that's folders plus actual pictures. There might be actual
Has
pictures in
pictures
there.
in there, in that,
I'm sure your total of pictures is more than that.
but not in that year, wherever you grabbed it.
Yeah, but this is actually taking all of those folders, not just the one that I was pointing
57
to.
folders you're
Yeah,
taking.
all of those folders.
Okay,
So
I see.
now I let go of the mouse button and it'll start that copy operation. So now we're seeing how many items there are. And we got 11.
Grandson. And that's, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is.
11,005, more than 11,500 pictures.
Pictures, huh? Yeah, okay.
And the time estimate is 2 hours and 35 minutes. Do you think you can kill that much time with me?
Possibly. Would you like to start at Abraham and Foot or something?
No, I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to end the video and just let the machines keep crunching away. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
All right, very good. So when that is done, I I I I tell you what, I'm going to leave it up on my screen so that I can watch it because sometimes it glitches.
Okay.
And if I see a glitch, then I'll just resume it from where it left off. And that's one of the downsides to copying files this method through your network is if it fails somewhere along the line, if it just crashes, yeah, then it's a little more inconvenient to restart it. Whereas there's other ways to transfer files where using a program like Handy Backup or other synchronization type software where no matter where it fails during the operation, it'll just pick up and resume. This method won't do that. So anyway, I'll give one last look at those numbers. It's showing 2 hours and 35 minutes, and that number could go up or down during this process. Computers are notoriously inaccurate with estimating. Yeah, no, their computers are quite human in their ability to misjudge how long it's going to take to do something. So we'll just let it run. So thank you very much for participating with me, Marj. And if you'll just hold your peace for a moment, I'm going to do my little message at the end here. And if you would like to request a support session with me, just send an email to the address that's on your screen right now, DougBetts at LiveWindowsTraining.com. I'd be happy to help you with whatever request or issue that you're having with your computer. All right. So hold on, Marj. I'll need you to just stay quiet for a moment. And so have a great day. I hope this was useful to you. Catch you later.